A forfeit must be paid. So I've failed this wildcard. Oh
no. In a tranquil village nestled between emerald hills and whispering woods lived Madame Norel, a fortune teller with eyes that shimmered like the stars she read. Her presence was a gentle one, offering glimpses into destinies yet to unfold. But as whispers of her vision spread, unease took root among the villagers. Fear overshadowed understanding, and suspicion led to action. They confined Madame Norel, locking away not just her body, but the truths she carried. Fate, however, has its own designs. A black sheep, unnoticed and unassuming, wandered into her cell, triggering the lever that set her free. Without a glance back, Madame Norel stepped into the unknown, the sheep trailing silently behind. Through forests and fields, over rivers and ridges, the two became companions. In the wilderness, they built a humble shack, a sanctuary forged from trust and shared solitude. One dawn, Madame Norel awoke to an unsettling silence. The black sheep was gone. Panic surged as she searched, calling out into the vastness. Her search ended in heartbreak. In the open field lay her companion, lifeless, felled by the hand of the player. Grief gave way to fury. Madame Norel, once a beacon of foresight, now burns with a singular purpose. She vows retribution, her path irrevocably altered.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode. You've caught me at a good time. I've just been collecting some jungle lobes. I'll get into that soon, why we'll need that today. Now I know you guys are probably wondering from the end of last episode, he ended up with a forfeit. Well, I'm kind of over the wildcard series now. I think I'm just gonna stick to my survival series. No, I'm not scared. I'm just tired of it. It's not the reason why I'm 1700 blocks out. I just needed some jungle lobes, okay? Now, in between last episode and now, I've been a bit busy collecting some materials. I'll quickly go over what I've collected. So we needed a lot of copper. And I mean a lot. The land I flattened out is just full of copper right now, oxidizing. I needed a lot of mangrove too. That was a nightmare to gather up. It took me hours, and then even planting them back in my base took hours as well. But we've got the mangrove needed for what we're going to be building today. Then I just did some mining to top up on my diamonds, collected some oak wood, and enchanted a few of my armor, collected some mud, and then here we are collecting the jungle wood, which leads us to now. So we're just on our way back to the base now, and there is one more thing I do need to show you. Yes, we're at our mob spawner, and I've kind of decorated the place. It might be a lot of dark oak wood, but it's pleasant on my eye. I was getting sick of the cobble and just how messy it was. It feels a lot more comfortable to chill out in. So this is where all the items are stored. It's not automatic. I don't mind doing it myself at the end of a AFK session. We've really built up on bones and arrows here, and stairs are way beneath us now. We're on the bubble elevators. Let's go up. So we have our amethyst right here growing. I think we're gonna make an automatic farm for that, and I've got an automatic bee farm on the side because I do a lot of AFK in here. It'd be a good time to set up a bee farm and get some honeycombs coming in. Now I did actually start mining it out because I do think I am gonna make an automatic amethyst farm, so I think we're gonna go do that now. Here we have it. The automatic amethyst farm is complete. Now in building this farm, especially with the redstone, I need to give a shout out to Region for this design over here. It detects when the amethyst is fully grown, which will harvest all the remaining ones. The link to his farm would be in the description. Oh, it's so nice not having to do that staircase anymore. It was awful. So much better. So much better. And look, even on the way back, I've cleared a few trees, so we're not weaving in and out. I have a clear path. Oh, it's great. I am gonna have sleep shortly though, because I don't like night time. Ugh. What? I ain't scared. I was just looking. I'm not avoiding it. Like I said, I'm done with the wildcard series now. We're just gonna focus on purely survival. I think that's what we all want. Oh yes, so so this is what my flatland's been transformed into now. The perfect place to oxidize all the copper I need. I just need to wax it and then I can mine it all. Now, what are we working on today? Well, I don't know about you, but it's just this over here. My horse's head's in the way. This over here is just really ugly and really stressing me out, and I want to get it done today. And I went ahead and played around on creative on a few ideas on what I wanted to do, and I've spent the entirety of this whole week collecting the materials for it, and I don't think I've even got it all. But regardless, I am just eager to get started on it because what I've designed, I think it just looks incredible. And this is like the first big project. I can't get on the horse, there we go. It's the first big project of this survival series, so I don't know how big of a task it's going to be, so I think we're just going to go for it. And I haven't been to the end yet, so we don't have shulker boxes, so it's going to take me a while to get all the materials I need over here. So I reckon I will cut when I've done that. Didn't take me too long at all. I think it was like a 20-minute job, just bringing everything on over, and we have so many items in these chests, and I've got like a few spare ones just because it's gonna get very disorganized when we start building. Shout out to my little chest in the boat right here, saved me half the trips. The benefits of living by an ocean, I guess. Now, I feel like I'm teasing you at this point before I start the build, because there is one more thing we've got to do, but don't worry, it won't be long for you. It's gonna be ages for me. The Y level we mined down to this point, we need to match it on this side. I'm not gonna enjoy this. Now this was going to be the part for the transition, but I've just discovered I have an even slower zoom, so I might say it's slower. Enjoy the time lapse. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Having respiration and aqua infinity just really made that a lot more pleasant and bearable. Like, I didn't mind that at all. That was okay. That was alright. Now, we've just done enough. If I just quickly go into my free cam. Now, I do have plans to clear this down to the ocean floor, because it just sticks out like a sore thumb. But we've mined enough where we can crack on with this build, which we're going to do now. Right, I need to repair my shovel. It's not exactly necessarily important now, but it's getting... Ow. It's getting quite dangerously close to breaking. Now, I know it was quicker to get to my base from the parlour, but I thought we'll go this way because I haven't gone through here too many times. I'm not scared. Guys, I'm not scared of that place, alright? I can go in there anytime I want. You know, that is such an episode 2 build, you know? I've just built this. I'm enjoying my new build, okay? 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 Okay. Let's go repair my shovel. Ugh. Well, the shovel's good, isn't it? Oh, isn't this a lovely detour? Alright, the first step is actually building the base of the docks. So we're gonna grab some oak logs. Now we're just gonna scoot down here. And we're gonna build this structure. Okay, so that's the length we want it, because we'll just line it up. This is gonna be the floor for the docks. So now we have to build these every 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to go around the whole perimeter. Now eventually we are going to have to get rid of the border holding the water out and fill all this with water. But I kind of wanted to do the base first, then add in the mud at the bottom, then add the water in. It would just make it a whole lot easier. And in case you're probably wondering why I'm doing this, it's just to save on wood, because this is going to be the level for the mud. Why? Oh my god. There's loads of them. Right, let me go deal with these. I'm going to build my docks, guys. Oh, well, I totally missed the 360. Right, let's get back to what we were doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful, it lines up because, again, I've mined out the area just so I can add in the wood. Just saves me a whole bunch of time. Alright, cool. Let's build them all the way up. Oh, I've actually done that one too short. I've trapped myself. I guess I'll go around. But it's dark in here. I fly through these golden carrots like they're nothing. Definitely gonna get a gold. Oh, now I think this would be a good time just to waffle about myself just a little bit. The interesting thing to say about myself is the skin I'm using. Of course, I think it's the essential mod where I was able to add a hoodie onto it, but this skin, I don't know if anyone has been playing, if anyone played the Legacy Edition on the 360. It was one of the free skins. It was the second pack. I just have a severe attachment to it now. Agent Cobalt it is. I've just become very fond of the skin. I've had it for essentially half my life now, which is just mental. I know a lot of people just kind of have like a human skin these days, but I find it very hard just to jump on the trend that is that and move on from Cobalt. Just it's a skin I very much love, and it's just a skin I very much love. Now I think this is a nice change of pace from doing the time lapse and throwing some music on. Again, I'm a fan of that kind of content, but it's also nice just to show you the build process and go through it with me. Oh, one has actually survived. Yeah, that's right. I killed your boy. I killed your leader. What are you gonna do about it? Let's get rid of him. Alright, let's see if I can hit him. Oh, he deaded. He unalived. Right, the beams are in place for the first dock. Now let's do it for the next one. I believe it's right here. So predominantly on Minecraft, I've kind of been a map creator. I make costume maps. It was predominantly parkour maps when that was the popular thing to download on Xbox 360. God, I remember the first map I made. It was 2013 when the first summer Minecraft came out. Me and my friend actually spent the whole summer inside building this map. It took us like 3 months. Now I'll put it on the screen like a little feature of what it looked like. It is nothing special now, but back in the day, you know, there was no creative mode, there was no running. Any blocks you wanted to use had to be duplicated. I think the most exciting part about making that map, there was a few YouTubers that actually promoted my map, and I got tens of thousands of downloads, and it was actually like the response to it was very positive. So yeah, most of like my time on Minecraft has been creative mode, making costume maps. This is like a very good change of pace, a different tone that I'm quite enjoying, especially just how slow paced I'm taking it. Now if I do find the pace of this episode very fast, you know, I can always tone it down a bit. That is the beauty of content creating. Alright, so all the beams inside of the docks are complete. Now I'm just going to extend it out into the water, how far I want these to come out. Then we can throw in the wood and actually complete it before obviously texturing it, and then we can put in the water. So yeah, I want this center dock to only come out one, and then the 2 outer ones are going to come out just a bit further ahead. So I think this one I need to come out by 4. 1, 2, 5, 6. Now if my maths are correct, I'll only need to extend by 2 beams and then it should run all the way down nice and lovely. Oh god, I hope the maths are correct. Literally 1 block in the wrong place and oh, it's just a big hassle. And it lines up perfectly, thank goodness. Okay, the support beams are in. Now we need to actually build the docks, and we have plenty of oak wood for that. Now we won't have to necessarily worry too much on the texturing on this oak planks under here because it's going to be underwater. That took longer than I expected. Well, let's just fill the rest in. That's the basic structure for one, and now I've just got to do the other. Do you know what I do love? When I pause my replay mod and forget to resume it, so I miss a bunch of cinematics for my builds. But I won't cry too much about it. So the next thing on the list that I want to complete is finally fill in this area with water. So what I'll first need to do is just fill in the floor with some mud, get rid of this wall, then I can go around adding in the water, which shouldn't take too long, I hope. So I'll just give you a quick time lapse of the mud being thrown in, then I'll meet you when it's done. Okay, so there's a few ways we can fill this space up with water. I think the most notable way I remember it being done was filling it in with a temporary floor, like using dirt or something easy to mine, like TNT, place the water on top, destroy the floor, and then the water will float down. But the bigger the space you need to fill, it's quite time enduring. I'm going to create infinite water sources around the perimeter. This way I don't need to run back and forth into the ocean. Okay, starting from here, these all seem to be solid, so we haven't got a problem. So we need to place water sources along the outside perimeter and miss a block. So this one has one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need one just there, and I have to do this for every single one. Again, this is going to be such a slow process. Well, I might as well start recording on my replay mods just in case this turns into a time lapse. It might do because of just how slow the progress is. You know what? That didn't take too much time. I believe we're going for round 2. Alright, let's go kill him. I want that potion. Yeah, I really thought that was going to take a lot longer. I did that in no time at all. Okay, we'll start from here. I'm just going to start here to be safe and go all the way round. And like I did for the water sources, I'm going to be doing it for kelp at the bottom. Okay, that's all of them for this side. Now we're just going to bone mill them all the way to the top. Alright, that's every beam done in this one. Now the only reason why it hasn't fully submerged is because of my pillars. But all we have to do is just throw in some extra kelp by the beams and bone mill them. And as you can see, it elevates. So satisfying to watch. And look at that, it's all nice and full, and look, we've already got some fish spawning in. So we've just got to do it for the other side now. Oh, that took no time whatsoever. Looks a lot better now, and it's going to look even better when the docks are complete, which we're going to get on with now. My lighthouse ain't working. Hang on, let me sleep. That's not because of my free cam, is it? It's not working. What's happened to my lighthouse? Right, I've got some scaffolding. Let's see what's up with it. It's a bit dark. Let's just light it up. Oh my god. Was there any need? Okay, what seems to be the problem in here? I don't get why it's not working. Is it all good? What? Yeah, just For some reason, I'm missing a bit of redstone. That's fine. Alright, I'll go get another one. Don't understand why I'm missing a bit of redstone. I never went up there. Like, once I built it, I've just left it alone. And I thought it was just like, it wasn't reliable redstone. But no, there was literally like a whole redstone dust missing. It was all closed off and I'm really confused. Okay, it should be working now. Okay, yeah, it's working again. That was really strange. Before I finish the floor for the deck, oh, just so annoying. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend this is all filled in. Not my problem. I'm hoping I got enough turf, because once I grabbed it and put it in my inventory, I realized that was not one of the blocks that I went and collected. It's easy to go and collect, but I spent the whole week collecting items. I just want to build now. How did I miss one? I keep gaslighting myself into thinking like every little task I've got to do is just going to be like the most enduring thing in the world. And also I've just kind of deeped, like the area we're working around right now is literally right next to the first death of this series. Isn't that fun? Now this part of the build is going to be a bit unorthodox and you kind of just have to trust the process on how I do this, because what my dock is going to have is a set of towers running down the docks. And because the floor is going to be textured, I want to get the beams of the towers in place, then I want to texture around it, because my dock is going to have a path and textured around it. So rather than fill it all in with oak planks and then mine it all, I thought if I do the path first and then texture around it, it will just save a bit of time. So we're going to put in the structures for the towers so we know where they're going to go, then we're going to build the path around it, then we're going to fill it in with the texture that we want. Okay, the beams for the towers are in. The gap in between each pillar are where the towers will go. So with that done, we can build the main path and texture all around. Right, I got a funny feeling you're gonna think I'm insane for this, but I promise you trust the process with the path, okay? Okay? You can have a time lapse of me filling this in quickly. Okay, so hopefully here you can kind of imagine you're weaving in and out of all these towers and pillars. I think the docks I'm building here are going to be quite unique. Yes, my lighthouse is still working, thank goodness. Now don't worry, this isn't going to stay as dirt. I am going to make it into a dirt path, and we're going to use jungle to blend it into the oak. It actually looks so silly right now, but it will look a lot better once it is a dirt path. I thought this would be a bit quicker. Why is it so slow? So the docks are coming along nicely, the flooring's done, and the pillars are added. Well, it's time to collect all this copper now, because we'll be needing that for the towers. I don't even know if I've got enough. I don't know how long this is going to take to collect, because I just want to itch your brain and make it kind of satisfying for the time lapse you're about to get. I hope it comes out all satisfying. Enjoy! Well, I don't know about you, but that was 25 minutes of going around in a circle. I feel a bit dizzy. Now, this is what we got from it. I think it will be enough for the towers. I hope. The amount of copper I got from mining, I don't get how it only equates to this. So yeah, I think in the future when I need copper, I'm just gonna go to a trial chamber. I haven't got to waste my time with any mining or smelting or AFKing at a bee farm. So just gonna grab some more food. I really need to get a food farm going because I'm burning through these carrots. Where is my horse? I left him there. I swear down I left him right here. Alright, let's go check my skelly farm. No, I ain't going that way. Let's go check the skeleton farm. I usually park him out there, but I never run back. I specifically cleared some trees just so I could use my horse without headbutting them, so I didn't have to run back. It's the only time I used the horse is this, just going to my farm and back. I don't see him. My horse isn't here. Does anyone here have strange occurrences on their world when they build a parlor for a fortune teller and you start ignoring them? No, it couldn't have been her. No, it couldn't have been her. I never went back for my forfeit, so she clearly knows the series is over. How many times have I got to say it? I'm not scared, guys. Stop saying I'm scared. I'm not scared. You know what? I didn't even name that horse. It wasn't like I was ever attached. I can just get a new one. A quicker one who can actually jump more than 2 blocks. He was a pathetic horse. A pathetic horse. Anyway, I think we should do the towers now. I have a slight change of plan before we build the towers because I need a little bit of prismarine. So I need to go to an ocean monument. So I don't want to properly clear one out just yet. I just want to do a quick snatch and grab for a bit of prismarine. So I'm gonna make a few buckets. Then we go find them cows. I've actually got an entrance here. How funny is that? I'm just making sure to show this in my episodes because my sister hates seeing it. So I need around 2 stacks of prismarine. It shouldn't take too long. I'm sure most of you know I've got the milk buckets just to clear the mining fatigue that I get from the Elder Guardians. Oh, whilst we're here, we'll clear this out. I haven't been down here yet. Now, would you believe me if I said this was my first ever buried treasure map? I've got too many side missions. I mean, I've got the shovel for it. Oh, there it is. Heart of the sea, baby. Right, well, I'm going to put my chest down. I'm not going to take all of this with me. I'm not an idiot. Sometimes. Alright, cool. Let's just get a prismarine and be on with our day. Alright, that should be enough. Let's get out of here. I didn't even get hit with mine fatigue there. That's kind of nuts. So I kind of made them buckets for no reason. Hurry up, pal. Right, to start off with this tower, we're going to need some support beams. We're going to use some dark oak and some spruce. So we want to come in slightly from each angle. I really need to strengthen my pinky up when shifting. I can't really build well whilst holding it. So these two are connected now, we just need to connect the other side. So we're just gonna bounce between dark oak and spruce just for this support beam. Okay, now let's connect these two together. Now where I want to put the cinematic camera, you're not gonna see much from this end. So I'll just show what's happening on the side you can see. So we can connect this together now and then we can actually build the main tower from it. And I can show you why I collected so much mangrove. It's such a nice block, especially when it's stripped. I really wish I could say it's not worth collecting, but it's such a good block. I think it's my favourite block in the game. Okay, so let's start with the tower. If you asked me 5 years ago I would enjoy making builds out of netherrack, I'd call you crazy. But we're in the era of texturing and gradients and I'm all for it. Oh, this is a lot easier to build up. So we're going to carry on going round and adding some gradient in and just mixing and matching. So with the 8 towers, the ones in each corner are going to be slightly bigger and the 2 inner ones will be smaller, of course. I'm hoping this looks good from far out. You guys will know better than me with your angle. So So now I think this is the height where the tower will proceed onto the roof. So we can cut it off here. Now before we begin with the roof, let's give the tower a bit of life, a bit of texture on the outside, and just give it a bit more character. I'm really practicing my parkour by jumping around this. So we're just adding in some windows right now, and the copper right now looks really good. The copper trapdoors actually blend in really well. I did want it oxidized to give it a bit of a color pop, but the normal copper looks really good right now. I'll let it oxidize, and if I prefer the look of it right now, I'll just change it back. Now we can just finish off these windows here. Wonderful. Now we jump to the other side. Lovely, didn't fall this time. Finish this window, and now we can work on these windows right here, which will connect to the roof. Right, let's add on the roof, and this is going to be a bit of a nightmare because I want the copper to be fully oxidized at the bottom and kind of weathered at the top. I really need to carefully decide the level, then wax it so it stays like that, and it's just a really slow process. So now we can just add the top part, and we are complete. I think that looks good, and I think it will look better when the other towers are in there, so it's not all alone. Right, I'll see how it's looking with shaders. Oh, it's really getting there. Very pretty. Oh, I love shaders so goddamn much. Let's finish these towers. I will spin for the swirl transition. Okay, so the towers are complete. Now to complete the docks, we'll just need to throw in the roofs in between the towers and throw in the cranes in the middle here. Now again, I do have plans to fill up these docks and give it a bit of life with some boats and some armor stands to represent a bunch of workers. I just don't want this place to feel like a ghost town. But we're going to jump right back into completing the roofs and getting this build complete. So to finish off the docks, we need to do the roofs. It's going to take a lot of stripped mangroves, so I'm going to repair my axe because I don't really want it to break. And why are there floating candles outside my base? Oh, where do they go? What? I think they go around my house. They go around my whole house. I don't think it can be any more clear. It's this woman right here. It wasn't you, was it? Was it? No, he's been stuck in a boat. I caught him just so I can turn him into a villager. It saves me hassle of collecting too. But no, seriously, I have a dock to finish. I will deal with that woman another time. Sick. Alright, let's go AFK at my farm. Going to take this with me, so I don't have to come back here for a bit. There could be floating candles anywhere. Why are they at my base? Oh god. And I have to run there because my horse is missing. And there are creepers. Don't blow up my builds. Oh, why didn't I light this area up? Alright, let's go. Oh, skeletons are so annoying. Oh, and I've just got a fence post here without a horse. Alright, down we go. I will see you when I've got a new axe.
I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust. belong.
Well, I've got to say, I am a big fan. The main parts of the docks are complete. I'm very happy with it. So other than building my main boat and just a few smaller ones on this side, which will probably be done next episode, the docks are complete. So with that complete, I think it's time to go see Madama Narelle. She has been just antagonizing me all episode. What the hell? My base is gone. What? My items are still here. This is my 100-day area. Why have you messed with it? I think that's all the candles were for. Oh, why did I ignore it? Why is my house there? What? Oh, alright, let's go. What? Oh my god, I'm closer to her parlor. It's the exact same. She's moved my base. No. Oh my days. I've got another book here. That's the old one. Your lighthouse dims, its beacon wanes. A subtle shift, yet no remains. Your steed now grazes near my gate. A twist of fate can't negate. She stole my horse. With candles lit, I cast a spell. Your base uprooted, can't you tell? I've moved your base close to me. The cards will reveal what you'll see. Come find me, dear, let's intertwine. Your destiny aligns with mine. You played your hand with reckless courage. You'll find your forfeit by my carriage. So everything that's happened this episode was Madama Narelle. She broke my lighthouse. Thankfully it was an easy fix, but I really thought like the Meadstone was like bugging. Then she stole my horse. Thankfully the horse wasn't good. I am missing that horse. I hate running everywhere. My horse did serve me well. And the candles was just, I didn't realise it was a whole spell to move my base here. I don't like how close I am to her. And so this is the first time I've been here since she said to get a forfeit. Oh, we've got a button here. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's get our forfeit.
Your lighthouse dims, its beacon wanes, a subtle shift, yet no remains. Your steed now grazes near my gate, a twist of fate you can't negate. With candles lit, I cast a spell. Your base uprooted, can't you tell? Come find me, dear, let's intertwine. Your destiny